Alright everyone, this single problem teaches you when to use stack. If you miss this pattern, then you will struggle with 50 plus LeetCode problems. The name of this problem is valid parenthesis. Look at this example. The parentheses shown in green are the valid parentheses, and the parentheses shown in red are the invalid parentheses. So basically we need to return true or false if the parenthesis is valid or not. So can you spot the pattern? What makes one valid and another invalid? Here's the secret. Think of parenthesis as a door. When you see the opening bracket, basically you open the door. And when you see the closing bracket, you close the last open door. So here's the analogy. So there is a guy, okay, and he wants to enter in every 3 rooms, okay. So basically, if he wants to enter in the room 1, so he will open the door 1 and then he will enter inside it. And when he wants to enter in room 2, he will open the door 2 and he will enter in room 2. Similarly, when he wants to enter in room 3, then he will open the door 3 and enter inside room 3. Now when he wants to exit, so first he will exit and then he will close this door. Again he will exit from room 2 and close this door 2. And when he wants to exit from room 1, he will close this door 1 as well. Right? So when you close doors, you must close them in reverse order of how you open them. So this is nothing but LIFO, last in first out. And that immediately tells us we need a stack. Now, here is the algorithm look like. See, the step 1, if you see an opening bracket, push it. So every time when you see this opening bracket, you push it into the stack. And the second step is when you see the closing bracket, check and pop. That means when you see this bracket, check if it is matches with the top of the stack. If it is matching, then basically you need to pop it from the stack and then continue. If it doesn't match, then invalid and returns false immediately. Now let's have an example for this. Okay, so this is the opening braces. Since it is the opening braces, so we need to push it into the stack like this. Then we need to move forward. So after moving forward, we do see that it is again the opening square braces. So let's push it into the stack. Right now, again we do see that this is the opening curly braces. So push it into the stack. Now after that, we do see that it is a closing braces. So since it is a closing, so it should match with the corresponding opening braces which should be present at the top of the stack. And I do see that it is matching. So basically I will pop it. Then let's move forward. Again, I do see that it is an opening curly braces. So push it. After moving forward, I do see that it is a closing braces and it should match with the top of the stack. And yes, it is matching by the opening braces, right? So basically we need to pop it again, right? And if you move forward, this is a square closing braces, which is matching with the top of the stack, that too in opening braces. So I'll pop this. And at the last, I do say that it is a closing round braces, which is matching with the top of the stack in the opening. So I will simply pop it. So when I do see that the stack is empty, I will return true. Okay, so in this way, basically we will going to solve this problem. Now here are some 3 failure cases. Okay, now let's see the case 1, closing without opening. You try to close the door, but the door was never opened. So if I take this example, okay, so here in this case, I will be first push this bracket into the stack, and for the next, I do see that at the top of the stack, the corresponding is there, right? So I'll simply pop it. Now for this, I don't have any opening bracket, right? So this is invalid parenthesis. Now the second case would be wrong type match. So let's have an example for this. Now for this bracket, basically I will be pushing it into the stack. Now when I move further, there is a closing square bracket, but I don't have any opening square bracket, so it is a wrong type match, so this is also invalid. And for the case 3, I do see that all the 3 braces are opening, so I'll basically push it one by one, and this is it. You finish the string, right? But some doors are still open, so this is also invalid. Okay, so these 3 cases covers every possible failure mode. Okay, so we need to figure this out as well. So now let's see the pseudocode for this. So first we will be creating the stack. So in Java, stack creation of stack is like this. For Python and other programming language, you need to figure it out by yourself. Now we will be having one for loop in which it will be going to iterate for each and every character. So I will be running from 0 to n. Now I will be extracting out each and every braces. So char ch is equals to s dot char at I. Okay, s is nothing but where the string is stored. Now after extracting out, see, there are 3 types of braces: the circular one, the square one, and the curly one. And since we are touching each and every braces, so there will be 6 options, right? So we need to cover each and every option. Now the thing is that if I take a look on this opening braces, all this opening 3 braces, okay, I just need to push it. Okay, I will be using a switch, and if I found that any of these braces are opening, I'll simply push it into the stack. So I'll have a switch. Inside this, the expression will be ch. Now there will be multiple cases. So the case opening circular braces, for the case opening square brace, and for the last case of opening braces, curly one. For these 3 cases, I will just need to do one thing, that is push into the stack. So stack dot push, and then break. Now what to do for this closing braces? See, if I have this closing braces, then first I need to check top of the stack. If the top of the stack is matching with this corresponding opening braces, then I need to pop it. Okay, but since I need to pop it, then I also need to check whether this stack is empty or not. Okay, if it is empty, then I am not able to pop it, right? So I need to check whether the stack is empty also. So case for closing circular brace. So if stack dot size, sorry, stack is empty, okay, this will give me either true or false. Okay, so if it is true, that means the stack is empty, hence I'm not able to pop it, so I should return false. Okay, that means it is an invalid parenthesis. Now there is should be one more case, that means, see, if I want to pop it, so I'll pop it first. Okay, after popping, this function will give me that what did I pop it. Now after popping, after I will match whether it is matching with the opening brace or not, corresponding opening brace or not. So this shouldn't be equals to circular opening brace. If it is equal, then I need to continue. If it is not equal, so I need to return false over here. Don't worry, I'll take one example and I'll explain this. So the input look like this, and here we have stack. So for this 3 opening braces, I'll simply push it. Now for this closing braces, first I'll need to check whether the stack is empty. Here I do see that the stack is not empty, so it will return false, right? Now I will be going to check for this. first I'll need to I will pop the top of the stack, so this will be popped off. So let me remove this first. Now this will be compared with this, and here I do see that it is not equal, right? So over there I will be returning false. Okay, now let's imagine that it is equal. That means for this opening braces I do have corresponding closing brace. Okay, and similarly I have push all the opening braces. Now for this closing braces, first I'll check that whether stack is empty or not. Here the stack is not empty, so this will return me false, right? Now I'll pop first top of the stack, which is this, right? And after pushing, I will be checking for this corresponding braces I do have opening or not. And yes, I do see that opening braces this. Okay, so I'll simply continue without returning false. Okay, so this is for the closing circular braces. Now I'll same have for square one and for curly braces as well. So this is for square, and another one for curly. Okay, so this was it. Now after this quiz switch case, you can have a default as well, but right now it is not needed. And don't forget to have break for each and every case. Okay, here I have not written. Let me write it. Here it will be break. Here also it will have a break. And here also it will have a break. Okay, super important. Now here the for loop ends. And if I'm not entering inside this if case, obviously, now at the last, first I need to check whether the stack is empty or not. Okay, so I can simply have one line. So return stack dot empty. So if the stack is empty, then I have closed all the doors, right? So this will give me true. And if the doors are not closed, so this will give me false. So I can simply return false, and because we don't have valid parentheses. Okay, so in this way basically you will solve the problem. Now talking about the performance of this code, here the time complexity will be order of n, because we process each character exactly one, and the space complexity will be also order of n. Why? Because in the worst case, if we got every character as a open braces, okay, so we need to store all these braces into a stack. Hence in the worst case scenario, the space complexity will be order of n. Now we can't do better than order of n time, because we are looking for each and every character. Now here's what you just learned, and this is huge. Whenever you need to match thing in reverse order, parenthesis matching, HTML tag validation, function call validation, undo operation in editors, expression evaluation, you reach for the stack. This isn't just one problem. This is a pattern that unlocks dozens of problems. So if you master the stack for matching, you have just leveled up your problem solving toolkit. So in the description, I will be giving you other related question that matches with this pattern. Okay, so in the next video I will be showing you how to find the next creator element for each and every element present in an array. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Drop a comment, what other stack related problems do you want me to cover. So that's it from my side. I hope you got this approach. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you.